Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Okay, those who are present in the second period yesterday, second class that we had, raise your hands. Raise your hands those who were present yesterday for the second class also. Anadi, Zeva, Shruti, Ifra, Bhavleen. Okay, very good. None of the boys were present? Better girls, you don't answer now. Anadi, Zeba, Ifra, Bhavleen, you people don't answer, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Let me ask these boys. Okay, let me ask these boys first now. Okay, yes, boys, ready? Abhazar, Anmol, Krish, Nishkash, Parth, Shresh, everybody. Tell me, name the three parts of the small intestine. Quickly.
Duodenum, jejunum, and
Okay, Shresh, good. Okay. Now next, name the three parts of the stomach. Come on, boys, three parts of the stomach.
Ma'am, may I tell again?
Yes, Shresh, you only tell.
Ma'am, pylori, cardiac, and fundus.
What about the boys? What are they doing? I don't know. Large intestine, again divided into three parts. What are they?
Ma'am, ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon.
No, beta. Those are the three parts of colon. And colon is one part of the large intestine. Yes, tell me the three parts of this large intestine. Yes, girls, now you can speak. Tell us.
Caecum, colon, rectum.
Rectum.
Yes, caecum, colon, and rectum. Beta, you people don't answer, let these boys only answer. Why is caecum different? What is attached to caecum? What is there? Finger-like organ attached to caecum.
Ma'am, vermiform appendix.
What is it? What is it? What is vermiform appendix? What is it used for?
Ma'am,
It's
it
an
is a
organ.
visual organ in our body.
Means
Ma'am, it doesn't have any specific function.
nobody else, none of the boys are speaking. Well, this is very. This is really sad, children. When you're not regular for your classes, I don't even know where to start from and what to do. This is really very sad. Okay, children. We talked about the food entering the mouth. That cavity was known as
Buccal cavity.
Or oral cavity.
or the oral cavity. Very good. What are the two things which are present in the buccal cavity or the oral?
Teeth and tongue.
Tongue.
Is attached to the lower parts of the cavity by anyone?
Socket. Socket
No,
Joban.
no. Tongue.
Frenulum.
Ma'am, frenulum.
Very good. It is frenulum. We had used three words when we described the human dentition. Which was the first word, children?
Thecodont. Hecodont.
Very good. Okay. Which was the second word we used?
Hyphyodont.
Diphyodont.
What does the word diphyodont mean?
Two sets of teeth.
Appears twice in life.
Okay. So we have two sets of teeth. Which is the first set of teeth which we have in our early age?
Milk tea.
Temporary or deciduous
Deciduous.
teeth.
Temporary tea.
Deciduous or milk tea.
Yes. Yes. Deciduous teeth. How many are there in number?
20.
20.
And then we get a set of permanent teeth, that is 32. What is the dental formula?
2123
Two,
upon
one, two,
2123.
2123 upon 2123.
Okay. Then we talked about yesterday about this. What are these layers of? Right from the pharynx up to the anus. Every organ has 4 layers. Okay. Name from outside to inside. Which was the uppermost layer, children?
Serosa.
Serosa.
Very good. Next.
Muscularis.
Muscular tea.
Very good. Third is,
Submucosa.
Submucosa.
and the fourth is,
Mucosa.
Mucosa.
okay. We talked about 2 finger-like projections. One is villi and the other was, yes. One is villi, the other was, come on children. Yes, anyone? Those cuts we had in the lumen we saw yesterday. What are these cuts called as?
Ma'am, Rugain stomach.
Yes, very good. And then when we talked about villi, we said that there are villi. Between the villi, we have
Microvilli.
very good microvilli. These are the layers we've already done. Okay. Microvilli, what is this? This lower one we had talked about. This one which connects the lower part of the villi.
Crypt.
Very good. It is crypt. We had blood vessels like arteries and veins. And what was this yellow one? What was this called as? Which vessel is this?
Lacteal.
Lacteal. What flows in lacteal? What flows inside this?
Lymph.
Lymph. Very good. L for lacteal, L for lymph. So till here we have done. Most of you who are present could answer the questions. Otherwise, we have already done this. Okay. Let me ask about that sphincter. We have a sphincter here connecting the esophagus and the stomach. What is that sphincter called?
Gastroesophageal.
Gastroesophagus sphincter. Then here also we have one, stomach and duodenum area. The one connecting part. There again we had a sphincter. That sphincter was called as
Pyloric.
Pyloric sphincter.
pyloric sphincter. So I'm confident that you are able to understand these layers we have already done. Okay. One more thing. Let me go back. I had already explained this. This is your vermiform appendix. Attached to which area of the large intestine? Yes, it is attached to which part? Here, caecum. It is attached to the caecum. Dental formula you've already told me. Now today we are going to study about digestive glands. Okay. Just a minute to quickly read. Okay, let me do it with you. Read only. Digestive glands associated with the alimentary canal are salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. So which are the 3 major categories of digestive glands, children? Salivary glands, liver, and pancreas. Tell me quickly 3 main categories.
Salivary glands, liver, and pancreas.
Let's talk about the first one, that is salivary gland. Saliva is produced. Salivary glands produce saliva. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands which produce saliva. The ones which are present in the cheek are called the parotids, and the ones which are present in the lower jaw, okay, they are known as submaxillary and submandibular, and the ones which are present below the tongue, they are known as sublinguals. So how many pairs of salivary glands we have?
3.
Okay. Before we talk about salivary glands, let us first talk about the glands. How many digestive glands in the human body?
And three.
Three. First is the salivary gland. You name the other two first.
And pancreas and
Liver and pancreas.
Okay. Now the salivary gland produces the liquid fluid, what we call as saliva. What is it producing? Saliva. Now, this saliva is produced by how many pairs of salivary glands?
Three
Three
pairs.
pairs.
Very good. Where is the first one present? Tell me the location.
Cheeks.
Okay, cheeks. What do we call that? The one which is present.
Parotids.
Parotids. Yes. The next pair is present in lower jaw. What do we call them as?
Submaxillary and submandibular.
We have another pair. Tell me quickly where and what is its name?
And below the tongue, sublingual gland.
What happened, girls? Who will name all the three pairs of salivary glands? Quickly, come on. Nobody confident yet? Okay, never mind. These glands, which are situated just outside the buccal cavity, they secrete what we call as the salivary juice. And this juice is secreted in which cavity?
buccal cavity.
Buccal cavity. Salivary juice is secreted in which cavity, children?
Buccal cavity.
So this is all you should know for the first digestive gland. Which was the first digestive gland?
Salivary.
Salivary gland.
Salivary gland. Which was the second one?
Liver.
Liver.
Third one?
Pancreas.
Okay. Now tell us about salivary glands. What do they produce?
Saliva.
Saliva.
How many pairs?
3 pairs.
Three pairs.
The first one present in the
Cheeks.
called
Parotids.
Parotid.
second,
Submaxillary, submandibular in the lower jaw.
very good. And the third one?
Sublinguals
below the tongue.
Okay. Let's move on to the second digestive gland now, that is liver. Isn't it? Which was the second one? Liver. Let's talk about liver. This is the largest gland of the body. Its weight is around 1.2 to 1.5 kg. It is the largest gland, beta. What is its weight?
1.2 to 1.5 kg.
This is the weight in an adult human, not in babies. Okay, not even at your age. Even at your age, 1.2, 1.5 kg, this size and this weight is not possible. We're talking about somebody who's 18 to 19 years old and after that. So which is the largest gland in the human body?
Liver.
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 How much is its weight normal in a normal adult healthy human being?
1.2 to 1.5 kg.
Yes, it is 1.2 to 1.5 kg. Now let's talk further. Where is it? It is situated in the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm, and it has 2 lobes. Let's talk about the location. It is situated below the diaphragm. All of you remember that curve-like structure that we did in respiration? Diaphragm. So just below the diaphragm, we have the liver. And it has 2 lobes or 2 compartments. So what all we have done about liver? Number 1, it is the largest gland in the human body. Number 2, in an adult human, its weight is approximately
1.2 to 1.5 kg.
exactly. And we did number 3. What is its location? Just below the
Diaphragm.
diaphragm. How many lobes are there?
2.
I'll be showing it to you. Don't worry. There are 2 lobes in it. Good. Let's talk further. The hepatic globules are the structural and the functional units of liver, which contain hepatic cells arranged in the form of, okay, let me do it with you, it's cords. First, you understand this part. The hepatic lobules. We talked that one liver has how many lobes?
Two.
Two.
Okay, number one. Number two, you should remember the cells which are present here. They are known as hepatic cells. Okay, remember this word. Which is the word? Hepatic cells.
Hepatic cells.
Yes. What are these cells called as?
Hepatic cells.
Okay. Now we are talking a little bit about the composition of the liver beta. Okay. Hepatic lobule. What do you mean by this? Any idea what do we get by this? What do you mean by hepatic lobule? First, understand what does a lobule mean. Lobule means a small lobe. What does a lobule mean? It means a small lobe, children. And how many lobes are there in the liver?
Two lobes.
So big one is the liver. It has two small lobes, two smaller lobes, which are known as
Hepatic
lobules.
lobules.
Yes, they are known as lobules. What are they called?
Lobules.
Now let us talk about hepatic lobule. Now this is the main part of the tissues of the liver. This is the main part, beta. Okay, you have to remember about this. Now this is the main part of the liver. Now, if we say lobules, they are actually not the small parts of the liver. They further divisions are there. Like liver divides into how many lobes?
Two lobe.
Two lobes. And the lobes further divide into smaller structures, which are known as the lobules. So we were talking about the first smaller lobule, that is hepatic lobule. This is the base. It forms the base unit, functional unit of liver. Whatever function the liver is doing, it is because of this liver. And it contains cells which are known as
Hepatic cells.
hepatic cells. And they are arranged in the form of linear cords. Cord is what? What are cords? What do you mean by a cord? Cord, beta, wire, yeah, dhaga, straight thing, something linear. A thread also you can assume it as. Each lobule is covered by a thin membrane connective tissue sheath, which is called as the glycinous capsule. Now, each of the lobule is covered by a membrane. This membrane is made up of connective tissue. Sheath is what we mean membrane. So each of it is covered by a membrane. The membrane is made up of which tissue? Which kind of tissue?
Connective tissue.
Connective tissue. Very good. And what is the sheath or membrane called as? Which capsule? First, let's understand that. Yes. Then we'll do the diagram part. Glycinous capsule. It is known as glycinous capsule. Now this, what does the liver secrete, children? It secretes bile juice. What does it secrete?
Bile juice.
We said the cells which are present in the liver. What were those cells called as?
Hepatic cells.
These hepatic cells will produce what we call as bile. Then the bile will pass through the hepatic duct. So which cells produced this bile?
Hepatic cells.
Yes. Then it will pass through.
Hepatic duct.
Then it will get stored in a thin bag or a sac, which is known as gallbladder. Where is it stored?
In gallbladder.
Children now understand. We're talking about bile. Where is bile produced? In the liver or gallbladder?
In the liver.
Liver.
And where is it stored?
Gallbladder.
Yes. This you need to always remember, that the special cells in the liver, which are known as hepatic cells, they are going to produce bile, and then bile will be transported and it will be stored in which organ?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
I'll explain with a diagram after I explain these things to you. The duct of the gallbladder, which is known as cystic duct. What is the duct of the gallbladder known as?
Cystic duct.
Yes. So that duct, that is duct of the gallbladder, and the hepatic duct, which is coming from the liver, they together form a duct which is known as the common bile duct. So common bile duct is made up of two ducts. The duct which comes from the gallbladder, which is known as
Cystic
Cystic
duct.
duct.
cystic duct. And
Cystic
which
duct.
duct of the liver? And which duct of the liver?
Hepatic duct.
Hepatic
Hepatic duct.
So when we say common bile duct, we mean two ducts. Which two ducts?
Hepatic duct and
Cystic duct and
cystic
hepatic
duct.
Okay. Before I explain the diagram to you, now quickly answer my question. What are the three main digestive glands?
Salivary glands, liver and pancreas.
Salivary glands produce what?
Saliva.
Saliva.
The parotid.
Yes. How many pairs of salivary glands in the human body?
Three.
Three.
Good. Which is the first one and where is it present? Quickly.
Parotid.
Parotid present in cheeks.
Yes. Second one.
Some maxillary present in lower jaw.
Good. Third one.
Sublingual present
the tongue.
below the tongue.
Okay, bache. Now we talked about this salivary juice is secreted. Then we moved on to the second digestive gland. What was its name?
Liver.
Liver. Where is it located?
Below diaphragm.
Below the
Below
diaphragm. Very good. Okay, it consists of
Two
what?
lobes.
The most important functional lobe is what we call as
Hepatic lobe.
the cells. Yes, cells in the liver are called
Hepatic cells.
Hepatic cells.
they are called
cells.
hepatic cells. Very good. What is produced in the liver?
Bile.
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 Bile is produced by which cells in the liver?
Hepatic
Hepatic
cells.
cells.
Hepatic cells.
And it's produced in the liver, but it is stored in the.
Gallbladder.
The gallbladder.
When I say common bile duct, I mean two ducts. One duct which is a part of the
Cystic
gallbladder.
Cystic duct and hepatic duct.
Hepatic duct.
Cystic duct is a part of,
Gallbladder.
and hepatic duct is a part of.
Liver.
Liver.
So both of them combine together and they make one duct, bigger duct. What is the duct called?
Common bile duct.
Common bile duct.
Common bile duct.
Okay, let me show you the figure. Let me explain it to you. There is one more digestive gland which is left. Which is it?
Pancreas.
Pancreas.
Yes, beta, it is pancreas. We'll come to it later. Okay, let's see this. This duct is coming from the gallbladder. Okay, this duct is coming from gallbladder. What is it called?
Cystic duct.
Very good. Okay, so understand this. This is your cystic duct, and these are coming from the liver. That means this duct is
Hepatic duct.
okay.
Hepatic
So
duct.
this very good. This and this. यहाँ पे तो अलग थे. देखो ये वाला है. This is coming from gallbladder. These are coming from liver. आगे जाके we have only one duct. ये जो दिख रहा है. Combine हो गया. एक ही है सिर्फ. What is this duct called as?
Common
Common
bile
bile.
Common bile duct.
Fine. So bile must be produced here or here in liver ducts or here in the this gallbladder.
In liver.
Yes, beta, it is produced in the liver, and then it is stored in the
Gallbladder.
Yes.
Golgi bladder.
So now see this. You remember duodenum? What was duodenum?
Part
Which
of
part
small
was it?
intestine. First part of.
Right. First. So see the location of pancreas, no? We are coming to the next one. Okay. Now see this. Common ductal here, everybody's understood? The bile duct and the pancreatic duct open together into the duodenum. Chaliye dekhte hain. See. This is your bile duct. Can you see this bile duct? Okay. And this is your pancreatic duct. And this is your duodenum. So both of them are opening where? The common bile
Duodenum.
duct. Yes. If you see common bile duct, this green one is also opening into the duodenum. And the pancreatic duct is also opening into the duodenum only. Both of them will open into the duodenum. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Not together, this has also come, this has also come. बेटा पहले देखो ये दोनों combine हो गए थे and common duct बना था. अब फिर एक duct common बनेगा. कौन सी दो चीजें combine हो रही है? Now which two things are going to combine? The common bile duct and the pancreatic duct. Both of them will combine and ये बनेगा. This one we call as hepatopancreatic duct. See, both of them have combined here, joined together. Hepatopancreatic duct. Okay, what is this duct called?
Hepatopancreatic duct.
So basically दो जगह पे common बनेगा. एक यहाँ पे बना. The one which was coming from the gallbladder, what was the duct known as? Duct is nothing a tube. What is this known as? ये वाला. What was the name? The one which is coming from gallbladder.
Cystic duct.
And इधर वाला जो duct था liver वाला.
Hepatic duct.
Okay, दोनों combine करे and we got one duct which was known as
Common bile duct.
common bile duct. आगे जाके it will open into the
Duodenum.
Similarly, pancreas also have a duct which is known as
Pancreatic duct.
yes.
Pancreatic
That
duct.
very good. That duct is also opening into the
Duodenum.
Duodenum.
अब देखिए बेटा ये वाला common bile duct and the pancreatic duct they will also combine now. यहाँ पे देखिए combine कर गए बिल्कुल last में. And then this duct is what we call as
Hepatopancreatic duct.
hepatopancreatic duct. Now both of them are combining here, so they'll be controlled by a sphincter. Okay, soft muscle, sphincter of Oddi. What is that sphincter called as? Over here we are going to have a sphincter. Sphincter of, it's guarded. The here the guard. Who's going to be the guard? कि अंदर क्या जाएगा क्या नहीं जाएगा. The control will be done by sphincter. The sphincter is known as sphincter of
Oddi.
The last and the third one we talked about digestive gland was the pancreas. It's a compound organ. It's compound because it is both exo and endocrine in function. So we call it as a compound organ. It is situated between the limbs of the U-shaped juice-containing enzymes. Okay, let us talk about pancreas now. See these pancreas. Can you see these pancreas over here? It's known as a complex organ or a compound organ because its nature is both exocrine and
Endocrine.
now understand the location. If you see this duodenum, it is U-shaped. Is it U-shaped? देखो,
Yes,
ध्यान
ma'am.
से. This is U-shaped. So it is between these U-shaped arms of the duodenum. So what is its location? Pancreas, beach में बेटा, of the duodenum. This is U-shaped structure. Duodenum is roughly what shaped?
U-shaped.
Yes. Now we said it is both exocrine and endocrine. Let us understand how it is exocrine. It has two portions. The pancreas has two portions. One portion is exocrine, the other is endocrine. Exocrine portion will give out all the alkaline pancreatic juices. Of course, it's going to secrete, it's a pancreas, it will secrete pancreatic juices, but the nature will be alkaline. Okay, which kind of juices?
Alkaline juices.
Alkaline
Yes.
pancreatic juice.
And they contain all the enzymes. There is another part which is endocrine that will secrete three things: hormones, insulin, and glucagon. चलिए फिर से देखते हैं. It's a very compound organ, complex organ. ये वाला pancreas because exo दोनों parts हैं, दोनों functions हैं. कहाँ पे located है बेटा? It is located between this U-shaped curve of the of what?
Duodenum.
It has both exocrine and endocrine parts. Exocrine वाला जो part है, it is going to secrete pancreatic juice. Remember, it is alkaline in nature and it contains enzymes. Two things you should remember about pancreatic juice. It is alkaline in nature, and what does it contain?
Enzyme.
Pancreas.
And जो endocrine portion है, that will secrete three things: hormones, insulin, and glucagon. अब इस figure को हम समझ सकते हैं. Gallbladder. There is a duct coming out. Name the duct.
Cystic duct.
Cystic duct.
These are the ducts which are coming from liver. What was the name?
Hepatic duct.
Hepatic duct.
Both the ducts combine together and form a common duct, which is called.
Common bile
Common
duct.
bile duct.
Where is this common bile duct opening?
Duodenum.
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 We have another duct of the pancreas, which is called.
Pancreatic
The
duct.
pancreatic duct.
So this common bile duct and pancreatic duct will combine and join at this place and form a common duct, which is known as.
Hepatopancreatic duct.
Hepatopancreatic duct.
This will be controlled or guarded by a sphincter, which is called as.
Sphincter of Oddi.
Yes. What is this structure? This pink one over here, ये लंबा वाला. Yes, these are your
Pancreas.
pancreas. They are
Pancreas.
located, very good, located between this U-shaped thing, and they are called complex organs. Why are they called complex organs?
Because they are both
Because
exocrine
they
and
have
endocrine.
both exocrine and endocrine.
Yes, because they are both exocrine as well as endocrine in nature. Exocrine because they produce pancreatic juice, which is what in nature?
Alkaline.
Alkaline.
Alkaline. And it also contains.
Enzymes.
Enzymes.
We have another part, that is endocrine part. Okay, beta. What about endocrine part? What are the three things it produces?
Hormones, insulin,
Hormones,
and glucagon.
insulin, and
Just one small topic I take up in the class so that you're confident of what we have done. And please revise whatever we do. Okay, children, once again with you. What is the topic we've just done today? About which part of digestion?
digestive glands.
Yes. How many digestive glands in the human body? Main categories.
Salivary glands, liver, and pancreas.
Okay. Always keep the diagram in mind. It will be easier for you to remember. Salivary glands, liver, pancreas. How many pairs of salivary glands, bachas?
3.
Three pairs.
Okay. The first one, the name and the location.
Paratids in the cheek.
Yes. Where are they present? Those who will speak will learn here only. Where are they present, beta?
Cheeks.
Second one.
Submaxillary or submaxillary.
Submaxillary in the
Okay.
lower
Third
jaw.
one. Third one.
Sublingual.
Sublingual below the
Sublingual.
tongue.
Below
And
the
what do
tongue.
what do salivary glands produce or secrete?
Saliva.
Salivary juice.
Salivary juice or saliva. Good. Let's talk about the second digestive gland. Second digestive gland is
Liver.
liver. What is its location? It is just located below.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
Yes. It has how many lobes?
2 lobes.
Okay. Then we had another special lobule, which is the functional part of the liver. What was that name known as?
Hepatic
Hepatic
lobule.
lobule.
Very good. The cells in the liver are called?
Hepatic cells.
What do hepatic cells secrete or produce?
Bile.
Bile.
Very good. So this bile is produced by the hepatic cells, then it is further transported and then it is stored. Where is it stored?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
That means there is a close connection between the liver and the gallbladder. They have to be very close to each other because what is being produced in the liver is to be stored in the gallbladder. Then we talked about a duct which comes from the gallbladder. What was the name?
Cystic duct.
Cystic duct.
And the duct which comes from the liver?
Hepatic duct.
Hepatic duct.
When they go ahead, before entering the duodenum, they combine together and form a common duct. What is that duct called?
Common bile duct.
Common bile duct.
Yes.
Common bile
So
duct.
both this common bile duct then goes and opens into
Duodenum.
Duodenum.
what is the approximate rough shape of duodenum?
C shape.
U shape.
Yes. हाँ, it is basically C बोलेंगे तो C को बेटा लिटा के देखना पड़ेगा. मतलब what I'm trying to say is it should have two arms. C भी ठीक है, but then C should be like it has two arms, something can fit inside it. So we have this pink structure fitted inside this pancreas. Okay, so ऊपर से कौन सा डक्ट आ रहा था duodenum में?
Common
What
bile
was
duct.
it? Very good.
Common
Common
bile
bile duct.
duct.
And then we already have a duct here inside this duodenum of the pancreas. What is the duct called?
Pancreatic.
Pancreatic duct.
Very good. Pancreatic duct. So both of them again combine and we get a duct which is known as.
Hepatopancreatic.
Hepatopancreatic duct.
So this hepatopancreatic duct is guarded by, controlled by a sphincter which is called.
Sphincter of
Const
Oddi.
of Oddi.
Very good. Now this pancreas is a very compound or a complex organ because it has two types of functions, exocrine and
Endocrine.
Endocrine.
yes, it is exocrine and endocrine. Let's talk about the exocrine portion. It secretes pancreatic juice, which is is what in nature? Pancreatic
Alkaline.
alkaline. And what does it contain?
Enzymes.
Enzymes.
Yes, it contains enzyme. There is another portion of the pancreas. That portion is endocrine.
Endocrine portion.
That produces
Hormones.
Hormones,
and-
insulin and glycogen.
okay. I'm sure you've learned till here. Just tell me one thing very quickly. You must have done it in class 10th. What is the difference between an exocrine and an endocrine gland? We just said that there are two portions of this gland. One part is exocrine and the other is endocrine of pancreas. What does this mean, beta?
Presence or absence of duct.
Yes. Okay. So if there are no ducts, then where the secretions go? So there are no ducts. You said present in absence of ducts. If you don't have ducts, then where will the secretions go? The ones which are being produced. Where are they secreted?
Directly.
Directly where? Directly they are poured into the.
Ma'am, blood.
Yes.
The main.
Yes. Very good. They're directly poured into the blood. You need to remember this. Okay. It is something like आपने पानी लिया एक container में and you're filling it into a water bottle, a closed container, closed thing. ठीक है बच्चा? You're putting it into a closed container. So that means you're putting it into ducts. And आपने पानी लिया and आपने spill कर दिया into a small space, open space. Then that is what we say ductless area. So some secretions are, they open up, like supposing we said, which is the endocrine secretion? Endocrine portion produces which one?
Hormones, insulin, and glycogen.
So you have to just remember this, कि जहाँ पे duct नहीं है, so whatever secretions are being produced, they're actually being directly thrown out into the blood only. Directly. Whether it is